All right, Tank, we got a good matchup this week on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
I'll be on the pregame show if you want to check me out, all right? Just saying. I mean, it's a shameless plug,
You
all right?
wearing your little gloves?
But we got Packers, 49ers. Certainly two teams that are the cream of the crop in the NFC. The NFC's deep this year.
Yeah.
I mean, really, really talented. And I kind of ranked my top four, okay? And before I even rank my top four, I'm just going to tell you that I'm leaving the Cowboys and the Vikings out of that top four for right now. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers as number 4. I'm going Seattle Seahawks number 3. I'm going the New Orleans Saints number 2. And I'm still going with the San Francisco 49ers number 1 in the NFC. Thoughts?
Well, let me just throw mine out and then we can discuss. I have the 49ers number 4, the Seattle Seahawks number 3, the Green Bay Packers number 2, and the New Orleans Saints number 1. And I believe the reason why I have the team that's the best in the NFC at number 4 is because at the same time, nothing's proven yet. Like, they really haven't done it yet. I can look at the Green Bay Packers. They have Aaron Rodgers, like a quarterback who's already won a Super Bowl. They have a really solid defense where he doesn't have to do it all by himself now. Devontae Adams is getting healthy, so I can see that path there. As long as Russell Wilson is healthy, then the Seahawks have a shot. So that's why they're at number 3. And with the Saints, it's the same narrative where Drew Brees has won the championship. You know, they got last year the pass interference, like, oh, we're still struggling with that. And then the Pope tweeted them this year. I almost feel like they're destined to win the Super Bowl. And so you look at the 49ers, their offensive line is banged up. You know, they're dealing with Emmanuel Sanders. You know, George Kittle's banged up as well. Jimmy G's still dealing with the knee. And so I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty. Even though they're able to, you know, pull out some wins early in the season, they have a tough slate down the stretch. And so it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep that momentum going.
I get you, but okay. All right, first of all, you're in Crazyville. You're in Crazyville. Drew Brees won the damn Super Bowl 10 years ago.
True.
Close the yearbook, okay? That's the first thing I'll say to you. Did you already forget that they just got shellacked at home 2 weeks ago against the Atlanta Falcons?
The Falcons are playing decent ball now, though, the past couple weeks.
They are. I get it. They've still got shellacked at home by the Atlanta Falcons. So I can't make them number 1. What scares me about Green Bay right now a little bit, they don't have great receiver play. It's Devontae Adams, and that's really it.
True.
And
but
can
they can run the
win
ball now.
They can run the ball. There's no doubt about that, and I do like that. So that certainly gives them a chance. And again, we're being picky here because the NFC is the real deal Holyfield this year. I mean,
and I kind of feel bad for leaving Minnesota out too because I mean, I understand that Kirk Cousins could be hot and cold, but when he's hot, Adam Thielen's healthy. You have Diggs and you have Dalvin Cook, who's arguably the best back in the league. Is between him and Christian McCaffrey. Like, they can be lethal on offense.
I'm with you with Russell Wilson and the magic he can make. I guess my reservation a little with the Seahawks, and I just want to see a little bit more because that game against the San Francisco 49ers, all right, that was the first time their defense really showed up all year long.
Yeah.
So I just want to see a little more evidence to go, are they really that defense here going forward, or was that just a one-game thing? But ultimately, I'm still going with the 49ers. They're the second best defense in football. They're dominant that way. They're going to get healthy. None of those guys you mentioned are out for the year. They're coming back in the next 2 to 3 weeks. They do have a tough schedule. You're right. Our only question is Jimmy Garoppolo, and I get that. But he did lead them to a game-winning drive this week. He did lead them to a game-tying drive the week before against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, there was some hiccups in between, and I get all of that. But I'm still going to put them there. When you only have one loss, and it was an overtime loss of the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson, I just feel like I got to give them the respect to still being the cream of the crop in the NFC.
But one thing I note for that Niner defense, I believe they're a Mike Tyson uppercut waiting to happen because they're that good along the front line. But you have D Ford, who's probably going to miss a few games, and they have been a little leaky the past 3 weeks. And so it's going to be interesting to see if they can maintain that momentum that they had early in the year, especially when their schedule gets tougher because, man, they have to face Aaron Rodgers coming up here this week, and Lamar Jackson is around the corner. We're going to find out about that defense real quick like.
You are. You're right. We're going to know what they're all about.